What up, friends? Trainer Joe, my girl Natalie. We're excited to provide you with your answer tennis workout for today. So today what we're gonna do are answers. Natalie, can you demonstrate what we're doing? So we got the squat, sit up, stand up. She's gonna hit a forehand, she's gonna hit a backhand. And then we're gonna go into some sit-ups with some hand-eye coordination here. Working on the right hand, working on the left hand, firing the neurosynapses. We'll be there for a minute. And then we're gonna go into front raises for a minute. Slow, steady, nice work here. And we'll talk about what we're doing there. So let's get started. Starting out right now, Natalie, with some answers. Perfect. So good. So what we're doing here is working our quads, our glutes, our core, our cardio, our hand-eye coordination, our forehand, our backhand, and our conditioning. So whatever tempo you go at is perfect for you. We've set everything up for 1 minute intervals so that everybody can go at their own level. Work is force times distance. The distance of this exercise is the answer. So the more answers you do, the more work you do. Power is work divided by time. So the more answers you do in this 1 minute circuit, the more power you generate. Power also is what happens when you're swinging your racket. Good. Moving into sit-ups, Natalie, please. Catching the left hand, going back with the tempo of the ball. This exercise you can do with a partner, or if you don't have a partner, you can just throw the ball against your wall. We're working out inside today because of the inclement weather. That's the beautiful thing about these workouts, is that your tennis game doesn't have to slow down because the weather does. Good, we got 30 more seconds here. So another thing about this exercise, not only is Natalie doing a sit-up, but she's catching the ball with her right hand, which is firing one side of her brain. Then she's catching the ball with her left hand, which is the other side of her brain. And while she's playing tennis, she needs to be able to go laterally both directions, because her opponent might hit it to her forehand or her opponent might hit it to her backhand. Good, moving into front raises, please, and thank you, Natalie. So just to reiterate, what we're doing here is we're working through the shoulders. And as you see her coming up with her forehand and her backhand, there's a lot of rotation through the shoulder joint. The importance of the strength training for athletes of all ages is, one, you want to be stronger. So we're talking about power when she's swinging the racket. That comes from the moment she creates through her core. That comes from the moment she creates through her hips. The power comes from the quads and the glutes as she fires off, which is exactly what the answer does to build her strength up. And then the rotation as she comes through, creating spin, top spin, back spin on her shots. So what we want to do is strengthen these shoulder joints so that we can build stronger shoulders for the number of shots she's taking, you know, in a weekend tournament, playing 5 or 6 matches. Good, moving back into our answers. So we want to have strength through that shoulder joint so that we can perform at the same level through the first match into the 5th or 6th match. And then the next thing also is we want to prevent injuries. And the stronger the muscles are around the joint, the more the ligaments and tendons are protected. Nice work. So notice how she's going down, nice and square, coming up, finding that shot, getting that sit-up in at the bottom of her answer, engaging the abs. One advantage of doing the answers is that she has the ability to get a sit-up in with her squat. Last one, Natalie. Good, moving into sit-ups. Nice little ball throw there. Good, catching with one hand, throwing with one hand. And if you can see the sit-ups that she's doing right now, the answer provides her a nice stabilization on her lower back. So that way it's protected as she does her core exercise. Just a nice little advantage. Being able to see the ball, good eyesight helps tremendously on the tennis court. And so just practicing in this limited area on the hand-eye coordination, so when she reacts out there on the court, she can see the ball all the way to contact. 15 more seconds. Nice job, Natalie. 10 more seconds. So you're 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Back to front raises. And again, just pointing out some of the things on these front raises. She has a softness in her elbow. What that does is that prevents a concentration force building up in her elbow joint, so just keeping that softness there. If you did a free body diagram on her elbow, there could be a huge, if her arm is straight, there's a huge force that would come out that joint. So keeping the softness in her elbow. She's coming up to parallel with her shoulders, so she's working the whole range of motion on the front delt. We have 5-pound weights here, which are nice and light, so she can maintain this exact tempo for 1 minute. We got 15 more seconds now. They're doing a great job. And again, she's got a small amount of swing there, but if you see her out on the tennis court, this is where she's at, always swinging back and forth so that she can react to her opponent's shot. Good. Moving back into answers, round 3. Just seeing how many we can get now. 1, 2, pushing that tempo. 3, 4, nice. 5, love it. 6, 7, your conditioning is amazing, Natalie. 8, core strong. 9, your legs are incredible. 10, very nice. 11, 12, way to get it. 13, halfway. 14, 15, way to see the ball. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, so good, so good. 21, keep it rolling. 22, you got 8 seconds. 23, 24, 25, way to find the last one. Good, moving back into our sit-ups, please, and thank you. Catching it as you go back, seeing the ball, feeling the ball. And even though you don't catch the ball in tennis, every time you serve, you're throwing that ball up. And you want to get reproducible results so that you have a serve that you can really count on. The unforced errors in a tennis match can really cost you in a close match. So right now what Natalie is doing, she's feeling the tennis ball. She's getting used to and accustomed to throwing it in a reproducible way. So that way, while she's mastering the form of her serve, a huge portion of her serve is the ability to throw it the exact same way she wants every single time. Last one. Good. Moving back into front raises. And again, utilizing this portion as a little active rest. Her core is resting right now. We're just focused totally on the shoulders. Her quads are resting right now. They'll get 2 minutes of rest. While we were doing the sit-up ball throws, they're resting. And then now while we're doing the front raises, they're resting. So that way, while we're doing the active portion of the answers with the forehand and the backhand, she can really push that tempo. So we got the interval here, 1 minute, but that 1 minute of high intensity interval training hit, that hit minute, she can really go for it. Nice, 20 more seconds, Natalie. And then just getting both sides. The beautiful thing about the dumbbell is that left arm and this right arm are lifting the exact same amount of weight. So we're building stabilization through the joint, not favoring either arm. If we're using machines, the machine doesn't give us the stabilization. Good, Lou, we're back to our answers. The machine doesn't give us the stabilization and the guarantee that we'll be working both sides equally. And in tennis, if you have a strong forehand and your backhand is a little weak, your opponent will do their best to hit it to your backhand. If your backhand is strong and your forehand is weak, your opponent will do their best to hit it to your forehand. So what we're looking to do while we do our strength training is to build balance through our entire body so there's little to no drop off from one side of our game to the other. Very nice, Natalie. Oh, way to find it. Yeah! Good, 15 more seconds. Tempo's on point. And I'm doing my best to throw the ball in a certain area, but I'm not, good, moving into sit-ups. I'm not too worried, oh, way to grab that one, about it being in the exact same spot every time, because Natalie, how many times does your opponent hit it to the exact same spot in a match? Never! So what we want to do is we want to give her an opportunity to practice her form, and part of practicing her form is being able to react to where the ball is. Some of the different variables when you're returning a serve or a volley are the speed of the ball as it comes in, the lob of the ball as it comes in, the angle of the ball as it comes in, and then you have the lateral angle of the ball as it comes in, and then you have the spin on the ball as it comes in. So there's so many variables one might not think of while watching a tennis match, but the physics, good, moving back into front raises, the physics of it all is tremendous because she has to, in a split second, react at the angle that ball's going laterally, at the angle the ball's going vertically, at the speed of the ball, at the English on the ball, the backspin, the topspin. And so there's so many things going into her reaction that the better in shape she can be, the more accurately she can react to return a volley or a serve. Nice work, we got 30 more seconds. And in a standard match, how many times do you think you hit the ball?
Probably 75%.
75 times in a match, or 75% of what?
75% of it.
Okay, perfect. So she's getting that many hits in a match, so having the ability to have that strong a core, so every time she hits it, it's like the first time she hit it. Good, moving into our last set of answers, please, and thank you. Trying to get plus 20 reps this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, nice job, Natalie. 6, love it. 7, 8, you're on a great pace to get over 20. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, you're on pace for 26, let's go. 14, 15, great job. 16, and notice how she's picking the ball up off the ground. 18, 19, and when you're first starting this drill, 20, 21, you can expect to do 10 to 15 answers because one, good, Luke, moving back into our sit-ups. One reason you can expect to do 10 to 15 is because the amount of cardio and strength going into the workout. 2, because you have to develop that ability and that hand-eye coordination to hit the ball back accurately at the target you're doing. Very nice. Working the core here, letting the heart rate come down. So we were getting right around 26 answers per minute. So we're getting well over 120 answers in this 15-minute workout, which means we're getting well over the equivalent of a 2-mile jog. Working her cardio, working her strength training, working her core training, getting some hand-eye coordination in, and working some of the fundamentals of her forehand and backhand. 3, 2, good. Last set of front raises. So these are all little tips for working out that you can utilize to increase the success of your tennis game. Working on the strength of the quads, working on the strength of the glutes, working on the explosiveness, coming up through the answer, working on the core so that you can have that strength rotationally. Working on the front raises here, lifting up to parallel. We've got another 30 seconds. And these are all little things that you can take out from this workout onto the court to have success. We got 20 seconds left. So if you like the content that Natalie and I are providing you today, please feel free to like, share, comment on our video, and we'll look forward to producing more content so you can maximize the value of your time during your workouts, so you can improve the quality of your tennis game. We're done, Natalie. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for checking in with us. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.